onion, garlic, parsley, Calabrian chili salami. That must have been the spicy part, the last thing, because like it was only certain bites that really lit me up, you know? Get a lot of donations on your travel. I'd say a large portion, majority of my funding is through subs now. Maybe when I started out earlier, it was more donation based. But maybe now a majority is subs. Salami is always spicy in Italy. Okay, I'm like not in North America. It's not. If you get cheap salami, it is not spicy at all. Mention Twitch Prime more. I don't find me mentioning Twitch Prime does anything. Actually, I think it did one time. Someone brought it up, and then someone actually subscribed to Twitch Prime. And I'm like, wow, I think that's the first time anyone subscribed once I mentioned that. I don't push for subs really. If you notice on the screen, there's not really any donation goal or sub goal. We've done it on a couple times in the past, but generally they're not there. It's monetized, but it's not pushed. Refund, you earn money with it like a job? What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that. Don't know what you mean. Sorry, people walking out of this place think I'm talking to them. I think the heat in Japan in July, August would be too extreme to hitchhike. I've never been in Japan in July, August, so I don't know. I was there from April through mid-June. I had my birthday in Japan, then I left a few days later. Cause yeah, I had my birthday in Sendai, and then I hitchhiked to Tokyo, and I flew up. So I don't know what it's like in July and August. Make money or do you break even monthly? I make enough money that I can withhold enough money that I can prepare for the weird tax situation I'm in. Yeah. Should Manic creates incentives to subscribe? What creates incentives to subscribe? The channel points things? July to mid-September is bad. But yeah, I felt like the time I was in Japan was really ideal. In South America, no. What tax situation are you in? A weird one. Anyway, I'm like an independent contractor to Twitch. All my stuff, all my revenue is taxable. Cherry blossom season, and I've done a bad job at logging all my expenses, so anything that I get emails for, I can probably, looking back, claim. Anything I haven't, can I send the Canada Revenue Agency my all my VODs as proof of purchase? Is Slovenia on your plan after Italy? So initially I was thinking ferry to Dubrovnik after to leave Italy. I'm not even sure if that's running this time of the year, so we'd have to look at that. But if I'm going by land only, then yes, Slovenia would most likely be next after Italy. Deduct your live view system. I've got all the receipts for that, so yes, I can deduct the live view system that I no longer use. So that's great. That's a $5,000 tax deduction. That's great. I'm really excited about that. It's very sweet. Deduct literally anything related to stream. Yeah, so I could deduct anything I want to. It's just if I get I went to freaking school for accounting. Jesus. If I get audited and I don't have receipts for everything, then I'm screwed. Are you sleeping in tent tonight? Tent or outside is the plan. And I feel like I will get audited because when they look at my returns, it'll be like, what are these expenses? These are weird. Alright, Mr. Person who streams. So here's how tax works. I can submit all my expenses and blah 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 blah. Taxes, this is how much revenue I earned, this is how much expenses I had, so this is my net revenue, tax me on that. Or net profit? Earnings before tax, anyway. Then, if they're like, we don't believe you, we think it's like this, then you owe it immediately a tax bill of that much. If you disagree with that, then it's up to you to prove that you don't owe that much. So for most things, like anything criminal, you're guilty until proven innocent. For tax stuff, CRA can claim whatever they want. They can just roll up to you and be like, we think you owe us $100,000 in back taxes because I don't like the tax return you gave us. And at that point, you'd owe $100,000 in back taxes. But if you can prove that what you said was correct, then that would cancel out. It's kind of the reverse of criminal system. And essentially, don't fuck with the tax man. When it's the other way around, innocent to prove wrong. Well, that's how most things are. That's how most things in life are. You can't just claim a random thing and be like, prove I'm not right. You know, can't walk up to a random person on the street and be like, you murdered Jonathan Smith. You're guilty now. And now he has to prove that he is like he didn't do it. No. It's not how it works. It's not how it works. Poor Jonathan, I know. Claim the mileage on your rides, can I do that? But it wasn't an expense, it didn't cost me anything. Alright. We got we're at 35 minutes or something like that on the charge. We're still at the first bar of charging. Yeah. Which makes sense given the time. What's he drinking? Limoncello. It's super sweet and lemony. And mostly super sweet. Consider hitchhiking in Sicily, Sardinia. It sounds cool, but I probably won't on this trip because this trip's very fast-paced. Just system is guilty, you'll prove you're innocent. That's arrest you, and if prove you're innocent. If anything goes to trial, you're innocent until proven guilty. I agree with you that a lot of the court systems really push you to take a guilty plea, because they're like, if we have to go to trial and you get if they prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you're guilty, the charge will be this many times longer in prison, or this much harsher of a penalty than if you just take a guilty plea. So in that respect, sure, yeah, I think they kind of really push for admit you're guilty because it won't be that bad if you admit you're guilty. And it doesn't hold up the courts. It's a stupid system, I agree. But no, when it actually comes to a trial, it is still, you are innocent until they prove beyond a reasonable doubt that you're guilty. And that is an imperfect system, and people have been really burned super hard by that in the past. But yeah, that's the way it is currently. Okay, 14 and a half hours. Yesterday's stream was like 15 something hours. Been doing long streams. This last bit of my limoncello.